channel. As you can see, we are doing a Krispy Kreme Doughnuts mukbang. We lined up 2.5 hours just to get these donuts here. I got a couple of boxes of original glaze, which is their most popular donut, which is this one right over here. And then we got a classic assortment of donuts. So without further ado, let's start. Bon appetit! So yummy. Now we have like one location here in Mississauga where I live, and I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I actually used to work at Krispy Kreme. It was my first job. I worked there when they first opened, and the lineups were out the door. Drive-through lineups were like right by the highway. That's how like long the lineups were. They were like, again, like a 2 or 3 hour wait. Just like right now, like with lockdown and COVID happening, everyone's been wanting or craving Krispy Kreme. So there's cars like weaved around, and it's like the lineup is insane. So good. Anyway, this used to be my first job, and I remember working sometimes 8 to 12 hours a day, and you would get like breaks. Like you would get 2 or 3 breaks, and I know in my breaks I would have like 3 donuts each. And like I went from like a size 3 to a size 7 working at Krispy Kreme because I love their donuts. I kept eating it nonstop. And because it was my first job, whenever I got paid, I would just go shopping with my friends and I'd buy new clothes. And I didn't realize I was gaining weight, so like I tried on my old clothes and they didn't fit. But I have like some of like the best experiences working at Krispy Kreme. Like I loved working there. I love the family there, the people that I worked with. Like it was a family, and honestly, at some point, a chunk of my family worked at Krispy Kreme. I remember when my mom would used to pick me up from work at night, just as she's waiting for me, she realizes that, you know, I'm busy, so she would go to the back and start like picking donuts for these customers, and eventually they just asked her if she wanted to work there because she was there all the time helping. And so she ended up working in like bookkeeping because my mom is in accounting. And my dad, now that my mom and I were working at Krispy Kreme, my dad would come visit all the time. So eventually on the weekends, he would work there too, making the donuts. So good. Guys, if you are in a lineup at Krispy Kreme and you can only pick 1 dozen, get the original glaze. It's so good. When they have like a hot light, and when that turns red, that means that they're currently making the donuts. So when the hot light is on, definitely go visit them, because that's when they're serving these nice and hot, and oh my gosh, it melts in your mouth. Oh, so good. I really like, this is the cinnamon apple. I love the cinnamon apple. This is the Oreo cookie right here. This is the chocolate ice cream filled. Honestly, this donut right here, a ton of people order this donut. I feel like it's like sort of like a Boston cream here, if you were to compare donuts, but the cream is white and it's whipped and it's so good. We also have a chocolate custard filled one. That's more of like a Boston cream. What should I try next? Let's try the chocolate dipped donut. Just right here. Yeah. Ooh. Still fresh. Now, 2.5 hours, guys. There was this guy, we were like, I want to say 45 minutes in, and there was this guy, and they had already closed the line because we came there late. They closed at 9, we went there at like 8:53. But they still honored us. They just closed the line at exactly 9 o'clock. And this guy really wanted to get donuts, and he was offering us $200 to leave the line so that they can take our spot. And I don't know why I said no. I should have said yes, but oh well. I was really craving donuts, I guess. So good. That's yummy. I know how to make all these donuts, guys. I worked there so long. I want to say like 7. I worked there for 7 or 8 years, so I know how to make these donuts. When it's so funny, like there would be, the funniest thing to me was what would be like somebody ordering a dozen original glaze or a dozen donuts, and then on top of that they would be like, oh, I'll have a Diet Coke, and they would go and get the Diet Coke and the dozen original glazed donuts, and then they would sit there and eat the whole thing. So I'm always wondering, because they were like, oh, I need to watch my sugar. I was like, dude, you're eating a whole box of original glazed donuts and drinking a Diet Coke. You might as well just go all out. If you're gonna go all out, go all out. Go for the normal Coke. Honestly, like if you're gonna eat a dozen glazed, if you're gonna eat like this, go out, go for the normal stuff. You might as well. What to try next? Actually, I've never had this donut before. I think this came out in Easter time, but it looks like a sprinkled donut. And inside, let's just break it open for you. Ooh, it's like a cream. That. Oh my God. It's buttercream frosting, guys. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you guys are wondering why my makeup looks like this, it's because earlier on today I filmed a makeup tutorial doing the Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande music video, and this is one of their looks that they did on the video. So considering it took me forever to get this look done, I think I'm gonna wear it around the house for a little bit, try to scare some of the pets. But right now it's still early in the morning and everyone's still sleeping while I enjoy these donuts. Oh, it looks like I'm wearing a donut dress. Donut dress, donut dress, donut dress. So good. Look at that, guys. Chocolatey. Let's try this. This is one of my favorites. This is the cinnamon apple filled. Powdered cinnamon apple filled. And this is cinnamon sugar on top, and inside you have your apple cinnamon filling. I used to have this all the time, hot. Now, Krispy Kreme actually used to be 24/7. And so the way the shift works is that you work either from 6 to 2, 2 to 10, or 10 to 6. That's usually like the shift work at Krispy Kreme. And I remember when I used to work nights, we got the strangest people would come by. there used to be this regular that would come in on the weekends, and she would come in at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and she would come in one of those like vans, those big vans, and in her van it was covered in stuffed toys. Her van would be covered in stuffed toys, and she would come in and get some donuts. Oops, going all over the place. Honestly guys, it was 2.5 hours wait. So worth it. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not gonna eat all this. Some of this is gonna go to my family. I mean, we stood for 2.5 hours. I wouldn't want them to have to do that. So I took one for the team, and I'm going to definitely give them some of this stuff. I'm gonna try one more. I'm gonna try the Oreo donut right over here. In its beauty. Look at that. Let's see what's on the inside. Oh my, cookies and cream, yeah. That's good. The cream's not so heavy either. It's just very light. It's almost like a little heavier than whipped cream. Oh, it's very airy and fluffy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang and a little bit of storytelling about my my link with Krispy Kreme. I still love it. It's been what? I started working there when I was 14. And I worked there for 8 years before. The only reason why I had to quit was because I had to go to university, and university was far away. So, but I have good memories about Krispy Kreme. I loved it there so much. I met so many amazing people, and there's just so many good memories about Krispy Kreme. If you guys do have a Krispy Kreme in your area, definitely hit it up. If you love this video, give it a big thumbs up. If not, please don't do anything. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and I'll catch you on my next one. Bye.